Good afternoon, friends. It's Sunday, June 22nd, 2025. And I realize there are 1,000,001 things happening right now. There's a lot for us to manage. So let's tackle one thing. Right now, I'm aware that there's a pretty serious heat dome that's traveling across the U.S. And look, I live in a place of extremes. It's very extreme in the winter and it's very extreme in the summer. And so, plus, my grandparents lived in the same location, lived through the same extremes. And so I've kept some of their wisdom with me as I age out, essentially. One thing my grandparents did all the time in the high heat of summer is they covered their windows. My grandmother had really heavy drapes that would block out the sun, right? So this also works in the wintertime. However, I don't like having curtains and drapes over my windows 24/7. I'm not a fan of curtains in particular. So, years ago, or until I got smart and just finally sewed up my own kit, I would take a sheet, maybe double a sheet. If you're looking for a large piece of fabric, generally a sheet is the cheapest amount of that size you can find. I like a heavy flannel sheet, and legit, I would nail it to the wall because you can putty a hole with a small, like a finish nail. You can use a thumbtack, but sometimes that'll bore the hole out a little deeper than you would like it to. So anyway, the point is you want to cover that window. You want to block that sun as much as you can. You want to create a bit of insulation between the window and the rest of your house. Okay? What I used to do, or what I started doing, you know what I did here as I'm rambling on and on and on. I started by, let me show you, where are those binder clips? Hang on a minute. I thought, instead of nailing the sheet or the fabric to the wall, I could pitch some nails in there, and then I would take the binder clips like this, right? And I'd clip the fabric and I'd hang it up, and that way I could take it down. Minimal, effect. There's no kit is on the wall, basically. I don't have to hang a curtain rod, is my point. Since that time, I had like 7 yards of this fleece for some reason that I bought like 15 years ago, and then I have no idea what my intentions were when I bought it. But so this last winter we had a pretty severe cold snap. There was ice all up in the windows, and I needed a way to keep the cold further out. So we ran out to the hardware store. Oop, I'm scrolling it the wrong way, and picked up these little tension rods for $10 and under, depending on the size you're after. Anyway, so stick it up there like that. Kind of tuck it under a little bit, keep it. My air conditioning vent is here, so sometimes it'll blow up this little curtain, and I don't want that. I want the air to go this way, right? I want to keep the heat that way. I will say, years past when we've covered the windows like this, when we go to remove it, if it reaches over 100 degrees, which is, 35 Celsius, the blinds will melt. It gets that warm. We planted some trees, some fast-growing cottonwoods that need 20 feet or more between your property, a piece of property, and another tree. They're very big, but they'll throw off a lot of shade, cover the roof a bit. I know you can't really, best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago. The next best time is now. So if you don't have any trees, cover your windows. Cover your windows. Also, I have this goofy place. Let me show you. In my hallway. Oh, here you're gonna get a little bit of... Okay, see this one here? All these windows are west facing too, I should add, so they get very, very warm. Now, this one, I'm not even gonna lie. We embrace our inner trailer head. It's not hot today. Today is a very cool day for me, and it's going to be for about the week now. But roll of painter's tape and a nice piece of cardboard. And the reason why I do this is because on this side right here is my thermostat. And even if I have the rest of the house nice and cool, to the point where we all need to put on a sweatshirt, the air will keep running because the window heats up this hallway. So I have to close it off. Anyway, those are quick and easy. You have a good day. Stay cool.